We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Watson. Caught by Jones. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Oh, spinning away. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing on first down. Cameron. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's got room at the 30, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's Williams on the catch. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
as quarterbacks like to do. He pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Cameron. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Oh, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz it, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Watson. And Jones has it over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson off play action. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 2nd down, Blackman. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, Cameron. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
To throw on 2nd down, Cameron. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
On first down, Blackman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Cameron finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
Yeah, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 50, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On second down, they'll run it here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking to throw on second down. Cameron. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10. Cameron. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
A gain of 19 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this time he'll look to throw. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Cameron throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing on 1st down. Cameron. Over the middle, it's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Cameron. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now it's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. Cameron. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, it's Watson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Thompson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
54! 24!
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That, his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Now a give, right side. Blackman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down now, Blackman. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw on 3rd down, Cameron. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run on first down. Blackman. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Seahawks 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On 1st down, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Thompson. And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forces the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Option play, here's White. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback if he was going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Lions 45. Seahawks 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackman. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Ready.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they take a knee.
Ready up.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Detroit, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.